Hello dear students and welcome to the first online NEET zoology session. So students, 3 days in a week, that is Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I am going to conduct your NEET sessions. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I am sending you the video lectures for regular studies, and Thursday, Friday and Saturday, I will be sending you the video lectures for NEET studies. One more thing, in these 3 days of the NEET sessions, that is Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 2 days I will take zoology and then 1 day I will take botany lectures also. तो ये वीडियो के थ्रू मैं सारे स्टूडेंट्स को जो नीट करने वाले हैं उनको एक मैसेज देना चाहती हूँ. अब तक तुम्हारा नीट में जो भी सिलेबस कवर हुआ है, प्लीज सम ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स मैसेज मी ऑन माय पर्सनल नंबर कि तुम्हारे बॉटनी में नीट के कौन से चैप्टर्स हो गए हैं. So accordingly I will decide to take or to start with a new chapter of botany under NEET, जो मैं सैटरडे को वीडियो अपलोड करूंगी. प्लीज टुडे itself after watching this video message me the topics under the NEET which have been done. Okay. Now students, we have already started during our offline classes. We've already started with the chapter under NEET, that is digestion and absorption of food, जिसमें हमारा 12th स्लाइड तक कंप्लीट हुआ. मैंने आज आपको व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप पे मैसेज भी भेजा. So I'm starting with the next slide, that is small intestine. Before explaining you the things under the small intestine, let us draw the diagram. We know that this is the J-shaped bag, that is stomach. The stomach continues into a U-shaped part. मैंने stomach purposely थोड़ा छोटा लिखा है. A U-shaped part, that is duodenum, which then gets highly coiled into jejunum, and finally this coils opens into, if you see the structure is large intestine को ये जो वाला नीचे वाला पार्ट है कॉइल्ड स्ट्रक्चर, दैट इज इलियम, कनेक्ट होता है. तो पहले मैंने डायग्राम ड्रॉ करके रखा है. सो लेट अस स्टार्ट. वी नो दैट स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन इज डिवाइडेड इनटू 3 मेन पार्ट्स. A U-shaped part, that is a curved part, that is duodenum. Does it receive food from the stomach? Means it receives chyme. We have studied in the stomach the food remains for 4 to 5 hours. It gets churned there due to the peristaltic movements of the stomach and converts into a semi-solid form, that is called as chyme, which is acidic in nature. Right students? So this acidic chyme is received by the duodenum, a U-shaped part of the small intestine. Not only that, here it receives the digestive juice from the liver and the digestive juice from the pancreas. So duodenum receives 3 components. The acidic chyme from the stomach. What is chyme? Partly digested food from the stomach. So duodenum receives acidic chyme from the stomach, bile from the liver and pancreatic juice from the pancreas. Okay. One more thing student, we have studied that bile is alkaline in nature. तो यहाँ पे जैसे ही एसिडिक काइम आता है, यहाँ पे बाइल रिलीज होता है टू न्यूट्रलाइज द फूड. फूड का जो एसिडिक नेचर है, ये बाइल जो बेसिक है वो न्यूट्रलाइज करता है. बट अलॉन्ग विद दैट ये जो डिओडिनम है, इज इट अ पार्ट ऑफ एलिमेंट्री कैनाल? हमने एलिमेंट्री कैनाल के पढ़े हैं, वॉल के 4 लेयर्स होते हैं. outermost serosa, inner submucosa, then submucosa, and innermost is, we have studied those 4 layers, right? If you remember, again I am telling you, go through the previous slides. पहले वाले टॉपिक वापस go through करो, then only you will understand it. outermost serosa, then muscularis, then submucosa and mucosa, ये 4 layers होते हैं. उसमें के डिओडिनम में जो सबम्यूकोजा लेयर है, कौन सा लेयर है? सबम्यूकोजा, that is the layer. Suppose ये duodenum के 4 layers है. outermost serosa, inner muscularis, submucosa and innermost is mucosa. तो जो submucosa layer है duodenum का, यहाँ पे special glands होते हैं which are called as duodenal glands. So submucosa layer of the wall of the duodenum has special glands called as duodenal glands, or they are discovered by the scientist Brunner, so they are also called as Brunner's glands. समझे students? Duodenum is a U-shaped part of the small intestine which receives the acidic chyme from the stomach, alkaline bile from the liver and the pancreatic juices, right? Here the submucosal layer of the duodenum has special glands called as duodenal glands, which are also called as Brunner's glands. These glands also secretes alkaline fluid. These glands also secretes alkaline fluid, obviously to neutralize the acidity of chyme. क्यों ये एसिडिक फूड नहीं चलता स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में डाइजेशन के लिए? क्योंकि जो पैंक्रियाटिक जूस है इट कैन नॉट डाइजेस्ट द न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऑफ द एसिडिक फूड. पैंक्रियाटिक जूस कैन डाइजेस्ट द न्यूट्रिएंट्स इन द अल्कलाइन मीडियम. इसलिए बाइल as well as the alkaline solution of the Brunner's gland together convert this chyme first to neutral condition and then thoda add होके it turns into alkaline food. So the pancreatic juices can start digesting the alkaline food. समझे students? So this was about duodenum. Main याद रखो, submucosal layer of the duodenum shows the presence of special glands, that is duodenal glands or Brunner's gland, to secrete alkaline fluid to neutralize the acidity of the chyme. Second part is jejunum. If you see here, this is a highly coiled part from the duodenum. The highly coiled part begins, that is jejunum. Here bulk of chemical digestion and absorption takes place. Actually the chemical digestion completes in the duodenum only. A very little part takes place in the jejunum, but major absorption takes place in the jejunum. The food gets completely digested in the duodenum and the absorption of the food takes place in the jejunum. Absorption of the digested food in the small intestine takes place with the help of villi, the finger-like projections. Like this finger-like projections are there. Suppose ये jejunum का wall में निकालूंगे highly coiled, तो यहाँ पे ऐसे finger-like projections are there. Can you see this? These finger-like projections are called as villi, which further have brush border microvilli. Are you getting that? So these are villi and these are brush border microvilli to increase the surface area for more and more absorption of the digestion. क्योंकि यहाँ पे digested food आया है तो ये brush border microvilli immediately वो food को absorb करेंगे. Not only that, this brush border microvilli secretes brush border enzymes, especially in the duodenum. Let me tell you, entire small intestine, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, in all these three parts, it is richly supplied with villi and brush border microvilli. तो जो brush border microvilli और duodenum है, they secretes the brush border enzymes for the digestion of food, and then in the jejunum, this brush border microvilli absorbs the digested food, that is nutrients. Okay, so that is villi. One more thing, I have shown you the diagram. Slide में है, देखो ये villi का diagram properly दिया है. ये जो विलाय है, ये दो विलाय का ये जो बेस है, कैन यू सी हियर in between the villi, this is the base. This is the base of the villi, a kind of crevice, or what we say, a depression, is called as Peyer's patches. Your name is not written. Fine. At the base of the villi, there are these crevices are called as Peyer's patches, in which there are special glands called as crypts of Lieberkühn, or simply called as intestinal glands, which secretes intestinal juice for the digestion of the food, called as succus entericus. Succus entericus is an intestinal juice secreted by the Peyer's patches at the base of the villi with the help of the special cells called as crypts of Lieberkühn. Okay. Not only that, these villi are richly supplied with blood vessels. क्योंकि यहाँ से ये फूड लेंगे, ब्रश बॉर्डर माइक्रोविलाई एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे, then that food will be taken by the blood immediately. Hence they are richly supplied with blood vessels. Not only that, in between the blood vessels there is a special lymph vessel that is called lacteal. That is called as lacteal. In between the blood vessels of the villi, there is a special lymph vessel called as lacteals, which absorbs fats. क्योंकि हमने ये पढ़ा है, ग्लूकोज, अमाइनो एसिड्स, मिनरल्स, विटामिन्स are directly absorbed by the brush border microvilli and then the blood. But fatty acids, the digested form of fats, are not directly absorbed by the blood. Fats are first absorbed by the lacteals, and we know lacteals means a lymph vessel. Lymph vessel ultimately opens into vein. मतलब lacteals के through, lymph vessels के through fatty acids then go and mixes with the blood. Directly from by the blood, they are not absorbed into the intestine. समझे students? So this was about jejunum, bulk chemical reactions and bulk chemical digestion and absorption takes. Now what is ileum? It is the last and highly coiled part of the small intestine which connects to the large intestine through a blind sac-like pouch which is called cecum. So the connection between ileum and the ascending colon of large intestine हमने पढ़ा है. Upward part जो जाता है that is ascending colon. Horizontal है वो transverse colon. जो downward होता है वो descending. अगले slide में वही पढ़ेंगे. So the ileum of the small intestine joins to the large intestine through a blind sac that is called cecum. Here this joint is here the food, the remaining undigested food. जेजुनम में एंड इलियम में फूड एब्जॉर्ब होता है, फिर भी जो बचा कुचा फूड है इट इज पास्ड इनटू द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन, बट इट शुड नॉट बैक फ्लो, इसलिए यहाँ पे वैल्व होता है बिटवीन सीकम एंड लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इलियोसीकल valve. What it is called as? Ileocecal valve. And this cecum is a connection between ileum of the small intestine and the large intestine's ascending colon. Holds, or it is a space for some useful bacteria. Always the cecum shows the presence of some useful bacteria for our body. Useful bacteria means ये जो बैक्टीरिया है ये हार्मफुल बैक्टीरिया जो हमारी बॉडी में फूड के थ्रू एंटर होते हैं उनको डिस्ट्रॉय करते हैं. समझे स्टूडेंट्स? ओके. So here we are done with the parts of the small intestine, duodenum, jejunum and ileum. जितना भी मैंने explain किया है everything is there in the slide. जैसे जैसे मैं एक एक slide complete करूँगी you are supposed to write these notes in your notebook. उसके बाद intestine internally duodenum, jejunum as well as ileum consist of special cells of the glands which are सबसे पहले absorptive cells. Entire inner surface of jejunum and ileum, जेजुनम इलियम का जो एंटायर इनर सर्फेस है वहाँ पे स्पेशल सेल्स होते हैं, दे हेल्प इन द एब्जॉर्प्शन ऑफ फूड, दैट इज डाइजेस्टेड फूड, सो दे आर कॉल्ड एज एब्जॉर्प्टिव सेल्स. सेकंड आर गॉबलेट सेल्स. यस, एंटायर सरफेस ऑफ द स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, फूड आगे आगे जाएगा बट इट विल फ्रिक्शन विद द इनर स्किन, तो यहाँ पे गॉबलेट सेल्स जो है दे सीक्रेट म्यूकस फॉर ल्यूब्रिकेशन. ल्यूब्रिकेशन मीन्स फूड विल स्मूथली पास डाउनवर्ड्स विदाउट एनी फ्रिक्शन with the walls of the inner walls of the intestine. So goblet cell secretes mucus. Next are intestinal glands or crypts of Lieberkühn. I already told you. Crypts or Lieberkühn are present in the pairs patches. Is it looking like a patch in between the two villi? This called by the scientist pairs. So it is known as pairs patches, a crevice at the base of the two villi. These pairs patches have special glands called as crypts of Lieberkühn, which secretes intestinal juice for the final digestion of the food. That intestinal juice is called as succus entericus. Then next are the Paneth cells. Apart from the crypts of Lieberkühn, the pairs patches also have some special cells. देखो pairs patches में दो cells है, एक है crypts of Lieberkühn to secrete intestinal juice and दूसरे है Paneth cells. If you see here, these Paneth cells gives us immunity because these Paneth cells secretes the enzyme called as lysozyme, जो हमारे सलाइवा में भी प्रोड्यूस होता है एंड हमारे टीयर्स में भी प्रोड्यूस होता है टू किल द बैक्टीरिया. सो थ्रू फूड कोई बैक्टीरिया, हम कंटिन्यूसली माउथ ओपन कर रहे हैं, बैक्टीरिया अंदर जा रहा है, वो बैक्टीरिया जैसे ही इंटेस्टाइन के पास पहुंचा, Paneth cells in the pairs patches secretes the enzyme lysozyme, which is antibacterial enzyme that destroys bacteria. समझे? And lastly, villi we have talked about. Villi are the finger-like projections. They consist of brush border microvilli for increasing the surface area of absorption, and also they secrete the brush border enzyme which help in the digestion of food. It also consists of lacteals, the special lymph vessels in the villi to absorb the fatty acids, and then it is absorbed into the blood. Lastly, malt and pairs patches we have already talked about. What is माल्ट. ये वाला जो है ये एक्चुअली क्रिप्ट्स ऑफ लिबरकून है विच आर ऑल्सो नोन एज पेयर्स पैचेस. ओके, नाउ ये जो माल्ट है ये है म्यूकोजल एसोसिएटेड लिम्फोइड टिश्यू. आई सेड म्यूकोजल एसोसिएटेड लिम्फोइड टिश्यूज and as well as pairs patches. In this also there are lymphoid tissue groups. What is the function of lymphoid tissue? Nothing but a tonsil, the fifth tonsil of the human body, present inside the mucosa layer of the small intestine. They are also antibacterial in function, means bacteria are killed by Paneth cells as well as malt as well as pairs patches. Samjhe students? Okay, so this was about small intestine. Now the next slide which we study, that will be about large intestine. Okay students, so let us move on to the next slide which I have shared you the PPT on the group. The next slide is about large intestine. The length of the large intestine is 1.5 meter and the diameter is 6.5 centimeter. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन का बताना भूल गई थी मैं. स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन का लेंथ है 3 मीटर्स. तो लेंथ में लार्ज कौन है? स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन है. बट इसका डायमीटर है 2.5 सेंटीमीटर. लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन का डायमीटर इज 6.5 सेंटीमीटर, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन का इज 3.5 सेंटीमीटर. दैट इज वाई नॉट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ लेंथ बट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ डायमीटर small intestine is called as small intestine and the large intestine is called as large intestine. Okay. Now students, we have done studying the small intestines and its regions and as well as functions. What are the functions of the large intestine? The very important function of the large intestine is completion of absorption. We have studied that absorption takes place in jejunum and ileum only. But in jejunum and ileum, absorption of nutrients like carbohydrates, fats and proteins gets completed. Absorption of water and minerals gets completed in the large intestine. Means the undigested food from the intestine which is pushed into the large intestine still consists of excess water and some important salts and minerals. So that are finally absorbed into the large intestine. Hence, the process of absorption, though 90% gets completed in the small intestine, but the remaining 10% means the complete absorption of food and the water and minerals takes place in the large intestine. Not only that, I have told you the cecum. Is it the connection, a blind sac between the ileum of small intestine and the ascending colon of large intestine? Cecum comes under the large intestine mainly. So here it has, I told you, it has some useful microorganisms. So those microorganisms synthesize some useful vitamins. So secretion of some useful vitamins is also comes under the function of large intestine. And finally, जो undigested food बचा है after completion of absorption, जो undigested food बचा है, that is called the food residue, is bound together with the help of cellulose and fibers of the food to form fecal matter. So in the large intestine, fecal matter is formed and then it is expelled out. So these are the three main functions of the large intestine. Completion of absorption of the food, synthesis of certain useful vitamins and formation and expulsion of fecal matter. What is fecal matter? Undigested food which has to be thrown out. It is called egestion, not excretion. Okay. There are 4 main regions of large intestine. The first one is cecum. I'll just directly draw. This is ileum. From ileum, this blind pouch-like structure originates, which continues into colon. Colon means a special passage if you see inside the large intestine. ये सारे पार्ट्स क्या है? लेवल इट. तो सबसे पहला मेन रीजन ऑफ द लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन इज cecum, which is a blind sac or a blind pouch where some useful microorganisms are present there, which is called a symbiotic microorganism. Symbiotic means हमारी बॉडी में से जो फूड यहाँ पे आ रहा है वो उनको मिल रहा है बैक्टीरिया को एज अ न्यूट्रिशन. In turn, these bacteria gives us useful vitamins and kills the harmful bacteria. Means both are benefited. हमको भी वो बैक्टीरिया यूजफुल है, यूजफुल बैक्टीरिया को भी हमारी बॉडी यूजफुल है. So are they both mutually dependent on each other? No one of them harms each other. समझे? So such relation of the microorganism in the cecum is called as symbiotic relation. So symbiotic microorganisms are present in the cecum to synthesize useful vitamins like vitamin K and destroys the harmful bacteria. Not only that, there is a ileocecal valve, means ileum, when pushes the food into the cecum, it will not backflow. That is ileocecal valve. We have already पढ़ा. Then the cecum opens into the next part of the large intestine, that is colon. Colon means the passage through which the undigested food residue is pushed. Okay, so colon is again divided into 4 parts. Is it going upward? So it is called ascending colon. Is it horizontal? So it is called transverse colon. Is it going downward? So this is called descending colon. And finally, is it S-shaped? We have studied S-shaped curve को क्या बोलते हैं? Sigmoid. So this is called sigmoid colon. So through this colon, absorption of excess water and minerals takes place when the undigested residue of the food is passed, and the fecal matter formation also takes place while passing through the colon. Finally, the sigmoid colon opens into a pouch-like structure, that is rectum, which is 20 centimeter long. The rectum is about 20 centimeter long pouch-like structure which temporarily stores the fecal matter. Right? And finally rectum opens into ये जो canal है, this is called anal canal, which has an opening anus. Anal canal is 2 to 3 centimeter long. Anal canal is 2 to 3 centimeter long, and when here it gets completely filled, we get a pressure, that is a nature's call to go to throw out the fecal matter. But here through this anus, अब मैं यहाँ पे anus निकाल रही हूँ. ये जो anus है, it has internal anal sphincter and external anal sphincter. Are you getting that? Anus, suppose ये है anus, इसके opening में rectum से ये जो आ रहा है, in the beginning the anus has internal anal sphincter and at the end it has external anal sphincter. The internal anal sphincter are made up of स्मूथ मसल्स. तो बोलो वॉलंटरी है कि इनवॉलंटरी है? इनवॉलंटरी. मतलब यहाँ पे अगर प्रेशर आ रहा है तो इमीडिएटली इट विल बी पुश डाउन, ये स्फिंक्टर्स ओपन होंगे, क्योंकि इनवॉलंटरी वी कैन कंट्रोल दिस मूवमेंट. बट एट द एंड देयर आर एक्सटर्नल एनल स्फिंक्टर्स व्हिच आर मेड अप ऑफ स्केलेटल मसल्स. मीन्स वॉलंटरी, मीन्स यहाँ तक भी अगर आया फीकल मैटर, स्टिल फॉर सम टाइम वी कैन होल्ड द अर्ज टू थ्रो इट आउट. समझे? So anus is guarded by internal anal sphincters which are involuntary and external anal sphincter which are voluntary. Same like urethra जो हमने पढ़ा. urethra में भी internal sphincter होता है, external होता है. internal involuntary होता है but external voluntary होता है. Same like that. समझे students? So this was about the regions and the functions of the large intestine. Lastly, what is hostra? What is that? Now you tell me, मैंने यहाँ पे जो intestine निकाला है, large intestine निकाला, did I draw like this? No. The large intestine doesn't look like a continuous column. It looks like a segmented column. Can you see here? Does it look segmented? Are these segments? Why? The segmented appearance of the large intestine is called as hostra. Why but large intestine get this segmented appearance? Again, large intestine means alimentary canal. The walls are made up of 4 layers. Outermost serosa, then muscularis, then submucosa and then mucosa. तो जो muscularis layer है इसका कौन सा layer? The muscularis layer of the large intestine's wall consists of the special longitudinal muscles. consists of the special longitudinal muscles. Those longitudinal muscles of the muscularis layer of the large intestine are known as tinea coli. So tinea coli are the longitudinal muscles of the muscularis layer of the wall of the large intestine. They continuously contract and relax. So due to the contractions of the tinea coli, the large intestine gets segmented appearance, if you can see here. So this segmented appearance of the large intestine due to the contraction of the tinea coli are called as haustra. Okay students, so here we are done with large intestine along with the last part of the digestive system, that is anus. Let us see the digestive glands of the human body. The first we have studied salivary glands. We know that there are 3 pairs of salivary glands. 2 in the cheek just in front of the ear, that is parotid glands. 2 below the tongue, that is sublingual gland, and 2 below the lower jaw, that is submandibular glands. Let us study more about them. So students, there are 5 main digestive glands. The first, salivary glands. Second, gastric glands. Third, liver. Fourth, pancreas. And fifth, small intestinal glands. Okay, जिसमें का हम पहले पढ़ेंगे आज salivary glands. So we have started with the point called digestive glands. इससे पहले हमने elementary canal complete किया. Now the first type of digestive glands are salivary glands, which are again found in 3 pairs. Just now I told you, parotid glands are located inferior and anterior to cheeks. Inferior means lower and anterior means front, not back. Inferior means lower and anterior means front side. So they are inferior and anterior to the cheek. means दोनों ये side पे जो glands है, salivary glands है, वो है parotid glands. Let me tell you one thing. ये parotid glands को जब एक viral infection होता है, called as the virus is paramyxovirus. When the parotid salivary glands gets infected with paramyxovirus, we get the disorder called mumps. गाल फुगते देखो से स्वेल होता है. गाल फुगी जरा सिंपल मराठी मध्ये म्हणतात. ओके, तो ऐसे स्वेलिंग होना चीक साइड पे is due to infection to the parotid glands due to paramyxovirus. Okay, that is mumps infection. Next, what is the Stenson's duct? ये है ग्लैंड एंड ये है उसका डक्ट जो ओरल कैविटी में ओपन होता है. तो स्टूडेंट्स, हर सलाइवरी ग्लैंड का एक स्पेशल डक्ट है डिस्कवर्ड बाय दैट पर्टिकुलर साइंटिस्ट. सो दिस डक्ट ऑफ द पैरोटिड ग्लैंड इज कॉल्ड एज Stenson's duct. So the secretion, that is saliva of the parotid gland, opens into oral cavity through Stenson's duct. Okay. Second glands are submandibular glands, which were historically known as, याद रखो, historically मतलब in the past times ये glands को actually submaxillary glands करके पहचाना जाता था. Maxilla means upper jaw, mandible means lower jaw. But you tell me, where are these glands? In the lower jaw or in the upper jaw? They're in the lower jaw. But past में by mystically they were known as submaxillary glands, but now they are called as submandibular glands, which are present in the lower jaw. And उनका जो duct है, which opens into the oral cavity, is called as Wharton's duct. These are the names of the scientists who discover these ducts or the openings. Okay. Third gland is sublingual gland. We know that it is present below tongue. Below tongue, or you can say that at the floor of the oral cavity. गलती से मैंने यहाँ पे roof of the oral cavity लिखा है. Please वो roof cut करो and floor of the oral cavity लिखो. वो correction करो. Okay. अब sublingual glands present below the tongue, and their duct is called as Rivinus duct or duct of Rivinus, discovered by the scientist Rivinus. यहाँ तक समझे? Students, in case of rabbit, we know the animal rabbit. It has 4 pairs of salivary glands instead of 3. The 4th pair of salivary gland is present below the eyes, which are called as infraorbital glands. You can see here. So rabbit has 4 pairs of salivary glands. The 4th pair is below the eyes, called as infraorbital salivary gland. Now we have studied the mumps, that is infection to the parotid glands. Next, all these salivary glands secretes saliva. How much of saliva in humans is produced? 1000 to 1000, matlab around 1 liter to 1.5 liter of saliva is secreted in 24 hours per day. Rate of saliva secretion is more when we are awake. It is less when we are in sleep. Okay. Next, what does it contains? 99.5% of the saliva is consisting of water. Then in that, it also consists of 0.5% of electrolytes. Electrolytes means minerals and salts such as potassium, sodium, chloride and bicarbonate ions, or the minerals are present. Apart from that, our saliva has antibodies. IgA, immunoglobulin antibody A. एंटीबॉडीज 5 टाइप्स के होते हैं, जो हम चैप्टर जब स्टार्ट करेंगे ह्यूमन हेल्थ एंड डिजीजेस उसमें वो टाइप्स ऑफ एंटीबॉडीज पढ़ेंगे, जिसमें से सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट टाइप ऑफ एंटीबॉडी है IgA एंटीबॉडी, जो ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग मदर में भी होता है. न्यूबॉर्न बेबीज आर टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन द मदर्स मिल्क, राइट. तो मदर मिल्क में भी IgA एंटीबॉडीज होते हैं. ये जो एंटीबॉडीज है वो हमको लाइफ टाइम इम्यूनिटी देते हैं अगेंस्ट मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ बैक्टीरियल और वायरल डिजीजेस. ओके. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इट ऑल्सो कंसिस्ट ऑफ द एंजाइम लाइसोजाइम, जो हमने पढ़ा है पैनेट सेल भी सिक्रेट करते हैं स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन में. Lysozyme is antibacterial, kills the bacteria entering into the mouth. And lastly, it secretes the digestive enzyme, that is ptyalin. Don't say patylin, P is silent. The digestive enzyme ptyalin, which is also known as salivary amylase. So we studied which are the types of salivary glands in human body and which in rabbit. We studied what are the ducts of the salivary glands are called as. We studied the infection to the parotid gland, that is called as mumps, swelling of the cheek region. Then we studied what is the saliva consisting of. Lastly, each salivary gland, I have shown here one salivary gland. Each salivary gland is made up of 2 types of cells. If you can see here, I have shown it in 2 different colors. So each salivary gland is made up of 2 types of cells, that is serous cells and mucus cells. Mucus cells secretes mucus, a sticky substance, to lubricate and masticate the food, to properly mix the saliva with the food. That is, the saliva is little sticky. And serous cells secretes the main component of the saliva, that is the enzyme salivary amylase, which is also called as ptyalin, which digests 30% of the starch out of the total which we eat. ये डिटेल में हम अगले स्लाइड्स में पढ़ेंगे. So students, today I will stop here. We have completed small intestine, large intestine, and then first type of glands, digestive gland, that is salivary glands. ये तीनों स्लाइड के नोट्स नोटबुक में कंप्लीट करो. Soon I am going to conduct your Zoom meeting. In that, I want you all to come with your parents, because I want to talk to your parents basically. Are you all watching the videos regularly on time? Are you all completing notes or not? So the next meeting when I will conduct, it will be a doubt session, as well as for first 5 minutes I want to interact with your parents also. Thank you.